Hey guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? Yeah, Junjunwala is here. He's going to invest in a few ideas, it seems. So he told me that Shashank, can you please do some Shank Tank, and I will be the investor from the background, and then obviously he'll do an IPO as always for some reason. And the news does not care about the company. It doesn't talk about the company. It just says Rakesh Junjunwala backed company is coming out for an IPO. It never says this poor company who worked so hard to make the company to reach an IPO. No one cares about the founder. But they would say Rakesh Junjunwala backed. So it would be like if we were taking Avalon IPO and we had Rakesh Junjunwala online, it wouldn't say Shashank and Varun's and Abhinav's startup Avalon is coming for an IPO. It would be like Rakesh Junjunwala backed company coming for IPO. Which company? God knows. Just clickbait. Okay. Either way, we will start in a bit. Some interesting ideas today. Not as interesting as the last one. Right? The last one was very, very, very interesting. But today also we have some kind of interesting ideas. I'll just wait for one more minute for people to join. It's usually I start after 5 minutes, so I'll wait for one more person to join and then we'll start. One more person, no, one more minute for people to join. So, for all the people who want to know what happened in the last one, in the last episode, I put up on Spotify, I think. So, you guys can go to Spotify and just search Shank Tank. It's a weird name, I just realized now. But you can go to Spotify and just search Shank Tank and it's there. So, you can actually go see it if you want. It's quite. Link is, I just put up on Instagram. So, if you're not following me on Instagram, then it's really sad. But it's there on my Instagram. You can check that. Or you can just go to Spotify and just generally search Shank Tank or Scenes by Avalon. It should come up in your search criteria. Fools. Okay, so let me talk to. Okay, before that, let me just start taking out names of people who have to come up on stage. I hope you guys are here. It'll be very sad if you put your idea and don't come. First one is Shivam Gupta. Is Shivam Gupta in the crowd? Shivam Gupta is number one. Okay, if you're there in the crowd, that'll be great. Second would be Khushi Panjwani. If Khushi Panjwani is there, no Khushi Panjwani as well. No Shivam Gupta also. It's quite sad, guys. I find I take so much time and look at all the 450 requests that I've got, and I shortlist a few, and then nobody comes there. Yeah, but okay, it's Kushi Panjwani, Shivam Gupta, and Abhijit. Abhijit is literally giving me 10 startup ideas. Abhijit is like, Shashank, I know you like choice. I'm going to give you 10 startup ideas. You choose. It's like, he's writing the same paper 50 times. I'll tell you the ideas. Don't worry. If people are here, then it's a nice suspense, no? Like they come and tell their ideas. But if until they come, we can actually. I'll keep asking if you guys are there. We can take you guys on stage. So Abhijit, Abhijit is there. Kushi Panjwani and Shivam Gupta are the top three selected people right now. If they're not there, then we'll have to move for the next few people. Is anyone there in the chat who's put up their thing so it's easier? Hi Shashank. Abhijit is here. Okay, Abhijit, are you the guy who gave me 10 startup ideas? If you are, then just click on ask to speak and I'll take you up on stage. Okay. Parth, you have some idea that you have given. Let me check. Let me quickly Google Pratham Jha. Okay, I'm just seeing all the people who are in the chat, so it's easier. But Abhijit, you can come on stage. Okay, I'm assuming you're the same person. ये इंडिया में यही प्रॉब्लम होता है एवरीवन हैज द सेम नेम
Hello.
प्रथम झा Oh, I like your idea actually, Pratham Jha. It was in the
Yeah, thanks
next
for
flow anyway. Okay, so Pratham Jha can also come up on stage. It was the fourth idea that I liked. Mm,
okay.
one second. Abhijit, one sec, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Pratham Jha, you can also request. Okay, cool. You're also on. Who else have submitted their idea? I need one more. Wait, slow. Parth, Romesh, Monu. Romesh, a lot of companies are already doing what you're already doing, right? Abhishek Maurya, what? One second. It is quite standard, Parth, what you're doing. Abhishek Verma, Maurya. Okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, this is something that we can talk about, Abhishek Maurya. Chalo. Okay, Abhishek Maurya, you can request to speak as well. Awesome. My voice is echoing for some reason. Hema, can you mute your mic? Maybe it's echoing from there.
Yeah,
Oh, Kushi is here. Kushi Panjwani. Okay, Kushi also request to speak, please. Awesome, Kushi. Nice idea. Kushi, you were in the first top three of nice idea, but so Kushi and Abhishek have something very similar actually. Abhishek just disappeared, so okay. Okay, guys. Abhishek, you disappeared from the stage. I can't see you on stage though.
I'm sorry, you meant Abhijit or Abhishek?
Sorry, Hema.
I mean, you're asking for Abhijit or Abhishek, right?
Abhijit. I think he was just on stage,
Yeah,
and oh, that's you only.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
sorry.
Hema Abhijit. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, guys, so we'll take one at a time. But first, let me tell you what the three ideas are, and I want you guys to tell me whom to take first. Okay, I want the audience to tell me whom to take first. Um, okay, three ideas. Okay, no, Abhishek is also there, so I was asking where Abhishek disappeared because I think Kushi wasn't there, so I had taken Abhishek. But okay, four ideas, and I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna tell you what the four ideas are, and I want you guys to take a decision whom we're gonna take first. Okay, the first idea is let me tell it's by Pratham. Pratham basically says he has an idea which is aggregator in the flower business, recycling them and use the flowers into incense sticks. Okay, that was the first idea. Ishant, we just joined, we just started. Till now, we were just taking people on. But this is the first idea. I'm going to repeat it. Aggregated in the flower business, recycling. Use the flower business. Use the recycled flour into making incense sticks. Okay, that is number one. Number two by Abhishek Maurya basically says building a miniature stock market for small unregistered companies and keeping a separate ecosystem as well. Okay, so that is again interesting. Uh, Third, I think who was the third one? Abhijit, right? And Kushi. Uh, Now, Kushi says something which I've recently seen someone doing, but I wanted to talk about it as well. What it is called is what her idea is basically a social media for the stock market, uh, with respect the whole stock market, but from a social media angle, which is very similar to a company that we know right now, which is BitCloud. But I wanted to talk more about that as well. And whom did I miss? Abhijit, right? Abhijit's idea was very unique. This is something that I really liked. What Abhijit's idea is basically saying that gift players, like say for example, there's ABD, gift players in live matches. You can gift or pay them or do anything for them, like live gifting, but for live matches. So, for example, when we go to YouTube live, you see this chat, that super chat that happens where you can tip people about it. So it's like super chat for IPL, right? That's a very interesting idea. So these are the four ideas that are there. So guys, when I choose ideas, it's not necessarily because it's already there and it's some unique idea and no one's ever doing it in everyone everywhere else. It can be that some companies doing the idea that you already have, but the main idea of this entire thing is not to say that okay, which is a unique idea, but it is to understand how to decipher ideas and how to break them down and how to basically understand if you have to build a startup, what are the ways you would think. these are the four different startups. What are the ideas that you like? So I want to see who wants to go first, right? I want to see from the chat whom should we take first. Which idea? The flower one. Okay, so let's do one thing. First, we'll take the flower one. Okay, which is Pratham Jha. Then we'll take the we'll take Khushi and Abhishek Maurya together because it is very similar to the stock market. And then finally we'll take Abhijit's because that's I feel it's like the most unique idea that he has, and we can take that in the end. Okay, because I feel I want to give some time for that as well. Awesome. So first we will take Pratham Jas, aggregated in flower business, recycling it and then using it into incense sticks. So Pratham, do you want to quickly unmute and tell exactly what you were thinking?
Yes, hi Shashank.
Hey man,
Yes, I'm Pratham Jha. I'm mainly a finance geek. I run a company, investkaro.com.
you run a company called what?
Investkaro.com.
Okay, investkaro.com. Okay, cool.
Yes. So my idea is actually about being an aggregator in the flower business. Actually,
Okay.
the floriculture business in India is about $472 billion business.
Okay.
Yes, and it is still
Interesting.
not till date. It is still not organized. If you go to the flower market, you will see thousands
Hmm.
of tons of tons waste are thrown every day. And
Hmm.
currently, if you see the lockdown scenario, market in the market there is flower, but there lack of supply chain.
Understood.
Yes. So if we create a supply chain, mm, so it will be very convenient and for both the parties, for the consumer and the supplier.
Okay. Now I have a
Yes.
question. Okay, I understood
Yes.
what you're saying. Is it where is the incense part of this?
Yes. And after, if you come to West Bengal and mainly Delhi, I have researched
Hmm.
on these two places. Okay.
Hmm.
In these places, flowers are used, and there is a problem if they get accumulated at home, okay, or they are thrown in the water bodies, which causes pollution. So we can take them back. We will what we'll do, we will deliver daily flowers, okay,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
after a week, once a week, we will collect them back and recycle it. So this will become one more income source, and daily delivery creates an income source. And like this we will create a very low income, मतलब बहुत
No, I
कम
have a
खर्च.
question now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I know I just want to understand it a little bit more. That's why I'm going to ask a few questions. So you're basically saying that someone will use the fool and then there'll be a lot of wastage, and then way where you will go pick up all this wastage and then you
Yes,
will recycle it and use it, correct?
yes, yes,
That is the idea. Now my question
yes.
is, from a logistical standpoint, how will you pick up all this waste flour?
Yes, we will begin from the farmer. We will first of all we will remove the middleman. I'm telling you from the beginning how we will start. And we will take, if you go to the farmer, he gets only 2 to 3 rupees for the flowers, okay, and the middleman
Correct.
takes 10 to 20 rupees more, and in festivals he took 50 rupees, correct?
Hmm.
Yes. So what we will do, we will remove the middleman. We will take directly from him. We will bring to our centers. We will package them accordingly and distribute them. Okay. And this will be our also marketing strategy, that it will not it will help you to reduce waste. So we will take a van or a small gadi, and we will collect there, and we will send them to. We will divide it in every locality.
Okay. Now I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes.
Now I understand what from what you're saying that if you're taking directly from the farmers are selling it for 2 3 rupees and then the middleman sell it for 10 20 and then finally it sells for 40 50. Correct? Am I
Yes.
understanding that part perfectly?
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm understanding that part perfectly, then if you're buying it at 2 3 rupees, why aren't you selling it finally at the end for 50 rupees? Wouldn't that be a 25x profit for you?
Yes, I can. But There must be a reason that middleman. There must be a difference between me and the middleman.
Correct. So if there's a difference between you and middleman, so you buy it at 40 rupees instead of 50 rupees, thus underpricing everyone in the market, and you still win. And you
Yes,
make 20
and
times instead of 25.
yes, and see, and second one is it is not possible. Ki I will go to every locality, and so we can set a franchisee model at a very minimal price. Okay, you see local flowers vendors. Okay,
Hmm.
one of the if you talk to them, you will notice if they are not able to sell the leftover flowers, they have to throw them into the
Correct.
garbage. Yes, I have talked to them
So
everyone.
that point I understand. Okay, so if you're saying I'm going to buy fresh flowers at 2 rupees and then I'm going to sell it at make incense sticks out of it and then sell it, then it makes more sense to just cut the middleman and sell it directly to a big company. Number one. The where you come into the picture or where the idea becomes unique is if you go and every city has these flower markets,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
And in those flower markets, they obviously make so much flowers and bouquets on a daily basis. There's so much wastage, correct? Now
yes,
they'll be happy to give you kachre ke bhav pe that wastage, right? Like barely anything,
yes,
like raddi types. Like you give paper in the raddi, the same way that you can take it that way. Once you do that, once you take all the stuff from there, then it comes to your central warehousing facility, and from
yes,
there you convert them into incense sticks, and you have this amazing marketing campaign, and you can keep selling it to people. That way, your cost of acquiring the main product is very cheap, but your logistic cost is insanely expensive.
no, see, it's have you heard about the Dabbawala?
Yes.
Yes, the logistic part is just like that. Yeah, a
Okay.
boy, you may have heard of 13 years old parcel company
Hmm.
in Mumbai. My logistics is same like him. Actually, if I create a daily delivery, okay, uh,
Hmm.
so I will just you think if you are a delivery guy, I will give you 2 rupees for my per delivery or 1 rupee. Okay, so like
Hmm.
this I will acquire just in case I will take a full society as an order. A society
Hmm.
has 50 more than 50 houses. So if somebody one house take 15 to uh, uh, one house take 20 rupees flowers every day. Okay,
Hmm.
so then 15 to 20.
Okay, so what I'm understanding is you're going to employ a lower income group and tell
Yes,
them that if you go and get me these flowers, then every time you come and deposit, say, a particular amount of kg or a particular type of flower, we will give you some kind of money for that.
yes, 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 yes.
So that way, your distribution becomes very cheap and your distribution becomes inbound rather than you going and finding distribution.
Yes.
It's like very similar where you see a lot of people on the road picking up water bottles so that they can go recycle. Is that what
Yes,
I'm understanding?
yes, and they can all it can also say that a good job.
Yeah. No, that
Yes,
I get that part. So obviously, if people come to know that you can go to all these flower markets and buy it or take the wastage and then start doing that from that perspective, you can actually take that, convert it into whatever incense, and then start selling it from that perspective. Yes, that is
yes,
something that will definitely work really well. Now,
and
I was reading the chat, and a lot of people are saying there's already a company like this called Fool. Okay, and
full.
I'm just
Yes,
on their website right now,
yes,
fool.co. What you
yes,
mentioned is you will take from all the flower markets, correct?
yes, yes, yes,
But Fool takes it from the temple. Similar concept, right? It's like they're
yes,
taking
yes. Same.
recycled flowers. You're taking it from the flower market. They're taking it from the temple, and
See,
they've made
my
incense sticks.
see, I my main motive is of the e-commerce. Okay, they are permanently on recycling. Okay, but my main
Hmm.
is on e-commerce.
E-commerce
Uh,
means?
on e-commerce of flowers and more
Yeah,
things.
they're also selling the incense sticks.
They are only selling the incense sticks. My is e-commerce of flowers. Okay, and from which we have divided more five parts. If I will mail you the PPT, you we will see that I have divided that into five parts, more five parts. Just like okay in occasional if any occasion if you check, the flower price are very high. So we will be a occasional flower hub. Okay,
Hmm.
Yes, and gardening. You have must be noticed. Everybody is making gardens in their homes, but they don't know. Many of them don't. Many don't know how to do that. So we
Okay, I have
have.
another question.
Yes.
I have another question. So now, assume that you go to all these not farmers market. You go to all these flower markets and you take these different type of flowers and you've got everything in your central warehouse,
Yeah.
right? But the shelf life of flowers or this perishable item, because it is obviously very perishable, very fast. It'll it'll not be alive for a very long period of time. So
Yes.
whatever
Yes.
you get, and the demand is not in your, I mean, the supply is not in your control, because whatever the flower market is selling, you're getting. Right? If
Yes.
one day there is lost lot of wastage of say roses, then you
Yes.
will get a lot of roses that day. But you might get order of say some mogra, right, or
Yes. Yes.
something
Yes.
else.
Yes.
How would you solve that?
See, I will take orders first. It's based on a subscription program. I will take order
Okay.
first. Yes. In our homes, we need the flower daily. Our grandmother, mothers, all they do puja daily.
Yeah.
Yes. So I will take orders first. So I have accommodated that this is order I have. Okay. I'm gonna take it from the farmer. I will bring it to my warehouse and pack it and deliver. Simple.
No. Okay. So it's not incense. It's not what you're talking about as incense, right? Your main thing is you're going to take it from farmer and you're going to be a direct seller of the flour, and you're going to do this online subscription business like how we have milk now, that is online subscription. You're going to do
Yes.
online subscription of
Yes.
flowers.
Yes. And we are going to export. We are also going to be in exporting the products. Okay, and flower occasional flower hubs.
No, leave exporting for now. That's a very different game. I'm trying to understand that it's a total e-commerce game. It is not about recycling. It is not about incense. It is totally
Yes.
about a typical e-commerce game. Like how you look at say farmers. Nowadays, what people are doing is that they remove the middleman. I go directly to the farmer and buy onions and tomatoes and then sell it directly in my organic store, or I sell it online directly, and I cut out the middleman so that
Yes.
I can give it at a cheaper rate but with the same quality. So that is
Yes.
something that you're planning to do,
Yes.
but from an online perspective.
Yes.
Okay, interesting, interesting. So it's basically a simple online subscription thing. So if my mom has this idea of wearing this mogra thing, the South Indians wear every day, then I just
Yes.
subscribe to it, and every day one of your delivery person will come and deliver
Deliver.
this to my house.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be
And
quite expensive?
no, see, I'm not going direct online and I'm asking you to for subscribe. Actually, we will begin with taking a particular area. Okay, we will go door to door. In beginning it will be expensive. In beginning so we will go door to door. Okay, and
Hmm.
we will ask them, we will suggest their plan, we will suggest our plan. Okay.
Hmm.
People will agree. So they are say if they are taking 25 rupees flower daily. Okay, so in month on the
Ah,
monthly basis they will take it. Done. Every seventh or eighth date I
correct.
will I will make them collect back,
Collect what?
collect the flowers back.
What flowers back?
Used flower bags.
The rotten black color flowers.
Yes, 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 yes. And I'm gonna recycle
Okay.
that
Okay, and then you'll make incense sticks out of that.
out of that.
Okay. See, from what I'm thinking, right?
Yes,
You're trying to include two different business models and try to make it one. Firstly,
yes, yes, yes,
right? Now, I'll tell you how human behavior works also. No
yes,
one is going to keep 7 day old flowers in their house so that you come on 7 day and you will give it back to them. Why would anyone keep flowers that are rotten in their house, which might attract a lot of other problems as well, and then give it to you on day 7? If you talk to me about the first half, okay, if you talk about the first half, I'm only talking about the human psychology. See, my job is to play devil's advocate. I'm not saying
yes,
something's wrong or there's a different way to do. There'll definitely be multiple ways to run this, but I'm just saying devil's advocate with the current thing, so you can think about it from a different perspective. The
yes,
first idea that you said, which is, you know what, I will go directly to the farmer, buy it at 2 3 rupees, and then I will do this online thing and I will sell it online as a subscription model. So basically,
yes,
if there is some mom who wants to put mogra every day, so she will, instead of going and buying every day 25 rupees, She will
Yes.
take it from my website, and I will do this for the next 30 days. Correct?
Yes.
Now, in that, okay, uh, in that model, what you just mentioned right now, what I'm trying to tell you is, if there is someone, say for example, I come on your website and I say 25 rupees, you're selling me this one, whatever item, because you got at 2 rupees, you're selling it to me at 25 rupees.
Mhm.
Correct? 30 days. Next 30 days, you have one guy coming to my house and delivering this thing, which is also going to cost you something. But the
Yes.
cost of your particular item, your cost of a single product is very low. Very low
Hmm.
means, if you understand how finance works, you need lot of volume, okay, in a same area, okay,
Yes.
lot of volume in one particular area to start making some kind of profit. So for example, if there is an apartment, you need to be this person who caters to the entire apartment. So that means you only have one person, one guy you are hiring, and he goes every day to that one apartment, and there are 50 flats that are buying this thing from you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Then you make money from that apartment.
Yes, I said that only. And
Correct.
see, why
Hmm.
people will keep their flowers at home? You can get a thing as religion sentiment. Okay, Hindu don't flow or anyone don't don't throw their flowers directly in dustbin or somewhere. They mainly throw in rivers or Ganga.
No,
Point.
bro. I'm talking about no, no. What are you saying? I'm talking about daily use case flowers. So if you're telling me my mom sitting in Chennai or mom sitting in Bangalore or Bombay is using flowers, she will not catch a flight and go to Ganga and throw it there, right?
Cool.
There's a
Yes.
difference between flowers of religious sentiment and daily use case flower,
Yes.
right? Even if I go to a temple tomorrow and they give me flowers, the flowers are thrown at the god and it falls down. It's not like I pick that up and go to Ganga and be like, "Acha, abhi flight leke I have to go to Ganga to throw it there." And even if that is the case, even if they have to throw it to Ganga, right, why will they give it back to you and you so that you recycle it and make incense sticks out of it? If that is the logic, they'll be like, I'll give it to you, you go throw it in the Ganga for me, right?
See, in West Bengal, where I see this, okay,
Mhm.
people come to ghats and they throw all their used flowers in the rivers. Okay, I'm
Correct.
talking from this perspective.
Okay.
If you come to ghats, you will see tons of flowers. People
Are
will
you
come.
talking about daily use case flowers, or are you talking about god flowers? That is what I'm asking.
Yes, a daily used flowers, which we were used in worshipping of gods. Everything.
Okay, that is very interesting. Then your service is basically, I will take the flowers, but I
Yes.
will go throw it in the Ganga for you.
No, no, no.
Then why will they give it to you after 7 days?
Because see, they don't throw their flowers in dustbin or anywhere. Okay, they
Correct. I accepted it.
cool. What I will do, I will say them that we will do a favor that we will take it back and recycle it.
Hmm. And they'll be, why will they be okay with that? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yes, because
Because you just told me that in West Bengal they're okay to go throw it only in the religious thing. Religious flowers decomposed will only go back into religious purposes. If you tell them I'm going to recycle this, make incense sticks and charify it to God, that is something that they'll be okay with maybe.
see, they don't have any other option actually.
No, they have option. They have the option of throwing it in the dustbin, no?
No, they will not. If you see their religion sentiment, uh, uh, if I have worshipped something to God, they will. What I see, I am telling, they are not. They are not ready to throw in dustbin or any other place. They
Hmm.
always they collect it and they throw to they throw to the ghats.
Okay,
Ponds
maybe
near.
I'm not sure. Maybe this is something that is happening in West Bengal, but either way, that's not the main point. The point is, for you, for this idea to work, okay,
Yes.
the upfront operational logistical headache is massive. Okay, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it is
Yes.
massive. Okay, economies of scale has to be extremely high over here, right? Where you need economies of scale basically means in one area you need to capture the entire market. So it's very easy to rather do it in a way where you capture one building and then sell them a lot of things with one person. Even after doing all that, your profit margin will be very less. Because even if you buy it at 2 rupees and sell it at 25 rupees, you are still making 23 rupees. If you remove cost of distribution and packaging, you might make 15 rupees per person per day. Correct? Approximately, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Even if you upsell it, it might go to 60 rupees or 50 rupees per person per day. That would be very difficult to scale. And is it actually worth your time is the real question. Yes, you'll be able to do it. Okay, you'll make maybe 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. Can you sell 1 crore worth of it? Or maybe can you make it a 10 crore business? That is something you'll have to really think about.
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes. Acha, I was planning. I was thinking that if I will be able to draw a daily delivery chain, okay, so I can convert it into a logistic company, okay, just like delivery or any delivery company. It's one
No,
part.
then you're going away from your main idea, which is actually a flower business, right? Stick to one idea. If you're thinking about one idea, see, this is a very simple problem that most startup founders had. Okay, most are, including, if I wouldn't lie, even we had the same problem in the early days, where we think that we can do one thing and do five things at the same time. कि ये भी करेंगे वो भी करेंगे वो भी करेंगे, and then you know what happens, you will not do anything right. Like all the other ideas will be wrong. That's usually what happens, right? So
Okay.
if you're saying this is one idea that I have, stick to that idea, because if you see big companies like Ferns and Petals, they're making crores and crores of money, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it's not like there is something that market is not there. Market is definitely there, but you need to think, how can I break into that market and how can I make money while breaking into the market. Ideas are good. Lot of people have lot of ideas, but your main question should be, can I make a lot of money with these ideas? There's no point making 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs with the idea, and you should make a lot of money with the idea. And you should see, how can I automate most of it by not making it too heavy.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Pratham. Thank you for your idea.
Thank you.
Okay, just work on it more. There's definitely something there. I'm not saying it's not there, but just focus on it a little more, or try to fine tune it more, but focus. That's what I would say mainly.
It's just an idea till now. I am running investor also, so it's not possible for me to run this.
Sorry, sorry.
Actually, I'm running one more company now, so it's not possible for me to continue with it.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you're thinking about something, then think about it properly from all angles. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Acha, can I
Okay?
ask you one question?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, actually, if Investor is actually a finance page also. Okay, you must have heard about financial literacy and financial guide on Insta.
Yeah.
Yes, we are same page like them. We have also started just 1 year before, year back, but we are stuck
Hmm.
with our growth. So why is this happening?
Is it social media growth?
Yes, social media growth. Our
Are you
content
putting
is
out good content?
yes, our content is also different. Everything. Then also we are getting stuck at a place.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Okay, now this is a good learning for a lot of people in the audience as well. When it comes to social media, a lot of people who are currently running maybe some Instagram page or something like that, they get stuck with this growth and they find it very difficult to grow. I don't know how many of you all might be there, but a lot of people might realize that, correct? So let me tell you one thing. If you have a Instagram page or any social media page that you're stuck and you're not able to grow, even though you're putting so much posts out there, you're putting so many IGTV videos, so much valuable content, how does a content company work? Right? A content company is only good if the number of people seeing it understand it and then they like it and then they follow you. For example, if you just spoke about a page of yours, which I have never seen, maybe I'm a guy who, if I see your page, maybe there's something that is valuable and I might like it, but maybe I didn't see it. Correct?
Yes,
So
yes,
the only way you can come to know about that is to create a good piece of content and show it to as many people as possible. And if so many people see it and then they like it, then you grow. So the sad part about today's social media companies, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything, organic growth means like just no advertising budget. Organic growth, to grow with organic growth, is next to impossible right now. You have to put money on ads and grow your company, and that is the sad truth of life,
okay,
right? Or you do
yes,
something so innovative that you trend, but
okay,
organic growth is very difficult right now if you're looking at Instagram and all that. Or you have to do collaborations and grow, the slower method.
Yes, but big creators are not ready to collab with small.
Yeah, of course. No, why would they collab? You need to give them something to collab, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Understood.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, that was Pratham. So just give a round of applause for him because he had a unique idea, but I think he still needs to focus on how it would form because I think it's a classic investor thing that a lot of people do is they think we can do 4 or 5 different ideas at the same time, which is completely normal, completely fine because when you're an entrepreneur you think you can do a lot of things because you're innovative, but it is very difficult to be like, you know what, I'm just going to stick to one thing and I'm going to focus on one thing. So that is something that is very important. Our job here is to not to basically evaluate which idea is good, which idea is bad. It is not about what ideas a good one or a bad one. Our job here is to play like to analyze an idea. Okay, the main idea here is to analyze an idea, to understand the different variations on that idea, to start thinking in a different way about a particular idea, which is basically what a management consultant would do. So that is what we're doing. Okay. Next we have Kushi and Abhijit. I think someone's missing. Abhishek, why do you keep getting disconnected, bro? This is the second time I'm adding you. This Abhishek keeps going back and coming. What is this, Abhishek? Then people keep putting hashtag saying hashtag Abhishek. Okay, so next what we're going to do is Kushi and Abhishek. Okay, both of y'all will take your thing. Okay, it's very similar. That is why I want to take both of y'all together. Is that okay? Kushi, are you here? Damn, I'm getting rejected for some reason today. Slightly disappointing. Okay, she was unable to unmute. That's okay. That's weird. Okay, Kushi, you can ask back again. Yeah, you can come up. Try now.
Yes, sir. I'm on. Yeah, it's okay now.
No problem. So, okay, let me tell you what Kushi's idea is. Kushi's idea basically means like a social media for stock market, and I would love to hear a little bit more about that, Kushi. And Abhishek has an idea which basically says he wants to build a small miniature stock market for unregistered companies, small unregistered companies. Okay, these are the two ideas. So, Kushi, you want to expand a little bit on what your idea is?
Yeah, sure, sir. Okay, hi, sir. Hope you're doing
Hi,
great.
thank you.
I have an idea about the social media. Like we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have something like that for the investors, for the for the stock market people. The community will be only for the stock market people, for the like-minded people who wants to come together and join. In Instagram, we see there are many financial pages, there are many financial
Hmm.
communities. We have some sort of artist,
One sec, Kushi. I think they're saying max your volume. Guys, I can hear her very clearly, but I don't know whether if you guys can't hear her, maybe you'll have to talk a little loudly, Kushi.
I'm okay now. Is it audible?
Yeah, now it's clear. Can you repeat it
Yeah,
again so that people,
yeah, sure,
yeah.
sure, no issues. So I have an idea basically for the social media for the people who are into the finance, who are into the stock market thing. But the only my idea is converse from the another social media is this media, this platform, this community will be only for the people who are into the stock market, who are interested in the finance. In the Instagram, we see there are many financial pages, many artists,
Hmm.
many models. So I want to convert. I want to make a separate community for the investors, for the traders, for the finance community people only. Okay, so I have some sort of plans regarding this, like how the homepage will look like, how the search engine will look like. So I'll just expand it. So in the
Now, what
homepage,
you can do is you can tell me the idea in detail because I'm not interested in looking at the website. I want to know what the idea is.
so idea is basically we are making social media platform like an Instagram or something like that for the investors, for the stock market people only. So this in this market gram, like I have just named it as of now. So in this market ground, only the investors, only
Understood.
the stock market people will come and share their ideas, will share all the views about the market, about their finances, about mutual funds, and everything related to finance.
Understood. Understood. So, Kushi, have you heard of this company called Value Picker?
No, sir.
Okay, so you look at this website called Value Picker. Okay,
Okay.
there what you are saying is the slightly upgraded version of Value Picker. So Value Picker
Okay.
is the place where you can go and It's a forum. Value Picker is basically a forum only for finance. So basically, literally all the trending companies, people go there and they keep talking about this, or talking about all the companies, all the financial companies on Value Picker, and it's very valuable. I spend a lot
Okay.
of time on Value Picker reading a lot of things. Too much information, and only finance people are there. Like you won't see someone coming and talking about Dogecoin, right? You only see people talking about stocks. But it is not in an Instagram way, or it is not in a social media way. It is only there from a forum perspective. Okay, now
Okay.
my question, I have another question. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Okay, now I have
Sure.
another question. Why would I come and make a profile on your particular MoneyGram, or what that finance thing is called,
Market
and
gram.
MarketGram, and not do it on Instagram, which is already having so many users, and I can also become a big financial guy there as well? Why come here?
So okay, like it would be the like it would be the new platform. So the small creators in the Instagram, they are not getting so much reach. Like I personally have a page over Instagram, so I'm not getting that much reach. Of course, I have started in January to 2021, so it would be for the small creators who would get the, the greatest attention over there. And this particular market gram would be for the finance people only. So if the community is for the like-minded people, your attraction and your, the board of thinking is the same. Like in Instagram, we have various sort of peoples. We have artists, we have models, we have finance people, we have some
Correct.
every sort of people. So this particular thing is for the finance people. This will give a chance to the small creators, the big creators. Like how the big creators and small creators wish to collab, wish to connect. This would be probably for those people only who are wish to invest in the
Okay.
market, invest in the finance.
Understood. Understood. So you're saying it's like a particular community created for a particular target audience. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I have another question. Now,
Yes.
what you said is that in Instagram, it is very difficult for creators who are new to come and create a market. Definitely, 100% it's difficult. Why? Because they don't have organic push. The algorithm doesn't support new creators. And it is very difficult because you have, like, for example, as you mentioned, you have models and other people, cricketers, etc., etc. Now, my question is, if I come, imagine you have this new website. You know what happens in usually like this, you always say that, okay, I want small creators to come and they'll get recognition here because it's particularly niche based. But what happens is the number of small creators are a lot. Correct. So
Yes.
first you might have 100 people coming and creating, all of them will come to know, all of them will become famous, right? And then you will see so many people coming up on that, and it'll be very difficult for the new guys to get recognition. It'll become very similar to Instagram again.
Yes, sir.
So I'll tell you one example, okay? On the
Yes.
Avalon Scenes app, okay, the app that we're on right now, if you
Hmm.
looked at it when we started off, there were a few creators who came and started building their name, like Tushar, Chaitanya, Anish, lot of people, correct?
Hmm.
And they had been consistent from the start, and they kept building their name on the app. Now, what will happen? That is that time we also didn't have any audience, right? It was still new. So all the new creators who came and became creators got nice recognition on a new platform, okay? But now we have more than 1,000 creators on the platform. So if now someone makes a new finance page, it is very difficult for a new guy only to come on top and become famous or even capture someone's attention. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So the differentiating factor here is not a platform. You know what the differentiating factor is?
No.
It is the algorithm to boost recognition for valuable content.
Exactly.
Content is the game, not a community. Not see, even now, for example, I'll tell you what is happening with say Avalon Scenes as well. Okay,
Hmm.
if you look at the Explore tab, now there are in a day 80 events being created. 80 events minimum is happening in a day on the
Yes,
Avalon
sir.
Scenes app currently right now. Now our team is getting confused because there are some events that are amazing. Okay, there's really damn good events, and there are some events who's very bad, or not even very bad. Some are our job to find an algorithm, or in early days maybe even do manually, right, and figure out who is good and who is bad. You know how Netflix caters, and if you use Netflix,
Sir, your voice is
they
breaking in
find
between.
out what you like and they keep showing you more things about what you like. The same thing needs to happen with algorithms in different social media platforms. But the difference
Yes.
between your platform and their platform is you don't care about the followers that they have, you care about the content they're creating. So a guy with 1 million followers and a guy with one follower have the same playing field. If that can be created, that is good. Got
Yes,
it?
sir. Yeah, completely got it. Like I have basically like let me expand it more. I have basically two things
Sure.
related to this marketgram. One would be the app, like just like a social media, just like Instagram, we have the home page. We'll be having searching part over there, and in the place of reels we have nowadays, we'll be having shorts where the creators will connect and creators will make only the finance related content as of now in the social media it is making. Okay, so in the next in like the notification parts and the inbox parts works the same, but in the website will be developing, like the website will be also the marketgram website also only, and in the website will
Mhm.
be giving the complete tools for fundamental analysis and technical analysis. There will be a segment for stock picking, like a the complete group of analysts would be there and they would be suggesting some short term stock.
Hello?
Uh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Short term stocks and the long term stock. Sorry, and the everything in the different segments that would be in the website where we would be giving them the tool, and this the community, the social media thing or the Instagram thing would be in the app. So this basically both contains app and the website. Website would be for the stock picking and analyzing the tools, and this app would be for the creators a complete social media app where we can just share our ideas, we can tweet our ideas, like on the
Yeah.
Twitter we get. Exactly.
No, so okay, so Kushi, I'll tell you one more thing.
Yeah,
A
sure,
lot
sir.
of these platforms are already there. Okay, number one.
Hmm.
So I'll tell you one example. Okay, if you look at YouTube, okay, if I'm a finance guy in YouTube and I want to do fundamental or technical analysis, I will go to TradingView for technical analysis. I will go to say Screener or Ticker Tape or any of those Trendline or so many other platforms,
Yeah, yeah,
because the
money
main
control.
idea, yes, money control. The main idea for a content creator is to give you content, right? It's not his job to find out where how to give it to you. He wants to give you best kind of content. So when there is already
Yes, sir.
tools to give you best kind of content, why would you want to reinvent that wheel? You don't need to reinvent, but you have to give them a platform to show this content out. So as I said, the biggest problem today is for new creators especially is discovery of content. What usually
Yes, sir.
happens is in social media platforms, a person who has more followers, his content is pushed faster by the algorithm than a person who does not have a large following base. Number one. Number two, what happens is they see that in the algorithm, if someone's getting lot of likes and comments and shares, they will push that now. Do you know that? Now, obviously, a person who has more followers will get more shares, more everything. Whereas a person who has one or two followers will not get that same amount of thing, right? So that is something, if you can solve, or if someone solves that, a person who has 1 lakh followers and a person who has one follower, the content is going to be the king. And if somehow that content is good, that becomes a differentiating factor. Not comments, not sharing, not saving. Got it? Okay. Either way, that was Kushi's idea. I think she's having network issues, or I don't know what is happening because it's constantly getting cut. But either way, that was a good idea. But I hope you guys learned something from that. Who decides quality of content then? See, that is the most important question. Who decides? How do you do it? Do you do it manually? Do you do it or algorithmically? Right? How do you decide? Who decides? That is something which is the see now if that gets solved, then everything is solved, right? Then it is the next big thing if that can be solved. Got it? Awesome. Understood, Kushi? Okay, I'm assuming Kushi understood. But again, Kushi, thank you for your question. Really appreciate it, and it is a very good idea. But please focus on how you can. Your main idea is for young creators and new creators to come and talk about finance. But every content platform eventually goes where a lot of big people with big followers will always shadow the small followers. If you can give equal weightage to all the creators and content becomes the king, that is how I think that would be the next big thing. That is what I would say. Right? Awesome. Next, we would talk to Abhishek. Abhishek also had a similar idea. He wants to basically do a miniature stock market for small unregistered company having a different ecosystem. Abhishek, do you want to expand on that a little bit?
Yes, sure. Hi, Shashank. The idea is actually about the part of the world where there are a lot of small companies emerging out. There are a lot of college
Correct.
students building out new small startups who do not register their company with the government, right? The private limited registrations and all which occur only
Hmm.
after which you can apply for an IPO and raise funding, or even if you want venture funding or angel investors, you have to be registered. Your
Hmm.
company has to be registered. Only then you can give your stakes to your investor,
Correct.
basically. But the problem is that even maintaining a registration like a private limited registration, let's say, it costs a lot, and to maintain that registration itself, it costs around 1 lakh rupees per year for any company, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And for any small emerging company, maintaining 1 lakh rupees just for a registration and having a CA and having all of that stuff should be difficult. So that's where my idea comes in,
Okay.
where we can make a virtual world where all these unregistered companies go and sign up and are listed on this particular platform. And even the investors, let's just call them investors for a while, but they won't be having a demat account or a trading account or anything. They can just go ahead and fund those companies directly. That's exactly what my
And
idea
what do
is.
they get in return?
Yeah, I mean, we have to give them the stakes of the company in return, but that's where the problem lies, because we are not involving the demat account and a company registration. There should be a third method to give the ownership of the company to the investors.
Correct. Now, okay, that's your question. I mean, that's your idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the very first thing there, as you itself mentioned, the very first thing there, as you mentioned, is what is the collateral? Say, assume that there is some five college kids who don't want to register the company but have this amazing idea and they want to run this idea and they want some
Yes.
funding for it. And I am this investor who likes it and I want to invest in it, I want to fund it. But what do I get in return? What is the guarantee? Because I'm putting my hard earned money into it. So if there is no
Yes.
guarantee or there is nothing hard proof for me to give back or to show that I have a particular ownership in that company, then how will that work?
Uh, what I thought was, what we can do is, until the
Hmm.
time my company booms and comes to a stable state where I get to register it, until that time, we sign a undertaking with the people who are investing in it on a legal bond paper, saying that for now you have invested this amount of money, which accounts to this much stakes for this company. But as the company is currently unregistered, once it gets registered and is ready to give out stakes, you will be the owner of this much of stakes of this company.
Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, So have you heard of this crowdfunding platforms? Have you seen how they work?
I'm not really sure about how they work, but I've heard about a lot of them.
Now I have another question here as well. Now I'm just thinking. See, I'll tell you how crowdfunding works, right? Like a lot of crowdfunding companies are there. What they do is basically they like I have this idea, and all the people who help me with this funding for this idea, I will give you something in return. Like my product only, I'll give you some kind of product in return. So if I'm making headphones, so for all the people who crowdfund me, I'll give you one part of this product as a crowdfunded thing, right? I'm not giving you equity. I'm not giving you ownership in my company because you helped
Yes.
me. I will give you a particular headphone specially made for all the crowdfunding participants.
Okay.
Got it? That is one model. Now, another question here, which I want to address, is that if this college startup, okay, if this college startup has this amazing idea and they want to raise money, okay, and then I am this investor who's going to give them money, their entire idea, the amount of money that they will be raising will be definitely more than 1 lakh, correct? It will
Yeah,
be
of course.
some 5 lakhs, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakh, or maybe even much more than that, 25, 30 lakhs. Now, wouldn't it be safe for the investor? I'll just be like, you know what? I'll give you 25 lakhs. I'll give you, in fact, 1 lakh extra. Just register your company and give me my stake there itself.
Makes sense. But actually, my approach was not to call in the angel investors or the big capitalists to invest in your company. It was more about solving
Then
two
who will
parties.
invest?
There are a lot of college kids who want to go ahead and try out their hand in the stock market and ace at it, but it's that most of the parents do not allow it because the parents think that it's a risky market, you do not need to go and start trading and all.
Correct.
So it is for those small guys like the college kids or the market enthusiasts who feel that even I need to invest in companies and see if I'm able to analyze companies and do my stock market thing
But
right.
okay, wait.
So this
But wouldn't this be more riskier than the stock market companies? Because at least in stock market companies, you have their management report, you have shareholding pattern, you have their CRISIL rating, you have SEBI, you have RBI. Here, you have nothing. You can't do due diligence on a company that well because the company is not registered. The company does not have to file its annual returns. Also, they don't have to pay tax. So, and especially for a kid who wants to invest in this, wouldn't they just do mock trading or mock stock type trading? To I'd rather have kids who are above 18 years of age to invest in companies like ITC if they really want to go check their hand out, rather than investing in companies that I've never heard of in my life before, with the chances of success at maybe 1%. Correct?
true, yes. But the
What?
risk factor which you just spoke about, because these are unregistered companies and considerably very small, the stock prices will also be very small, and that's why even if you're trying your hand out, you're not risking a lot of money here. That's what I
No,
thought
but I
of.
tell you what, ITC is also trading at 200 rupees. That's not big. Small price does not mean small company, right? Market cap depends on everything. Yeah. I'll tell you what is a better idea, which a lot of people should do, which is not being done right now. Okay, I'll tell you about that. You can make a stock market for the gray market. You know what gray market is? Gray market is basically like this market where unlisted shares, as you mentioned, there are private companies. Like say for example, someone wants to buy Avalon shares. Correct? Someone wants to buy Avalon shares. How do they buy it right now? You have to wait for me to go IPO and then buy it. Or you have to know the founders and be like, you know what, I want one or two shares from you guys. But there are a lot of companies. Currently, it's a very, what do you call it? It's a very unregulated market where a lot of brokers are dealing with gray market in India, right? Buying and selling. And it is completely normal that is happening right now. It is basically me taking shares in some company, right? It's not going to be bad or something like that. Is it legal? I don't know, right? I'm talking about an exchange or a marketplace. Buying shares in a private company, definitely legal. There is nothing illegal about buying shares in a like for example, I can literally go buy CSK shares right now. Right? There is a possibility that I can go buy CSK. It's not illegal at all, right? Or but what I'm doing right now, I'm dealing with a broker. Okay, I'm dealing with an exchange that is old school exchange. What is an old school exchange? I have to call a broker. The broker will go find someone who wants to sell the share. Then he matches me with a buyer, and that is me, that I want to buy CSK shares. There's one more guy who wants to sell CSK shares somewhere, maybe in Ahmedabad, and that is how the dealing happens. And then he will sell it to me and transfers it into my Demat account. This is what gray markets are usually there, right? Where unlisted shares are bought and sold. Now, that is basically an old school thing that is happening, right? Maybe a exchange would be very difficult to implement because then SEBI would get involved. If an exchange comes in, maybe a SEBI would get involved. But me buying shares of a particular private company is completely legal through a middleman, which is what exchanges remove right now. So me buying shares in a particular company from them, if someone is selling and I'm buying, that is completely correct. That is completely all right. It is very it's as equal to saying that you know what, there is a company who wants to invest in Avalon and they'll get equity, private equity, or VC funding. That's all equity, right? I'm talking about private companies. Okay, I'm not talking about listed companies. I'm talking about private company, and it is completely legal to buy this. Nothing wrong with that. So that is what I'm talking about. Now there, I don't know whether you can do an exchange for that. Exchange for private companies, that I'm not sure. Okay, and who lists it, who buys it, who sells it, that I'm not sure. Because then what happens is, even when you have to go for an IPO from a private company, there is so many things involved in that, so it would be slightly difficult. But maybe a place where so I'll tell you what, there's a lot of websites also right now. If you go to something known as unlisted.com or something that is there, they're basically saying that, you know what, if you want to buy CSK shares, you please message us, but the minimum ticket you need to spend around maybe 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. We will get you CSK shares, or we will get you whatever shares. And there are so many shares on unlisted.com or unlisted zone or whatever that is. There are so many things like that. So unlisted companies buying selling both होता है, and you have to do it with brokers right now. That is what usually happens. You do it with brokers. So उसके हिसाब से you have to see how it works, how it doesn't work. Like literally, if you go to there's some weird website called unlistedzone.com. Over there, you can see that there are so many companies, including Reliance Retail, okay, which is supposedly one of the best companies that is unlisted right now. You can actually go buy the share. So if you know, for example, that there is something that's going to get listed tomorrow, um, if you know that Reliance Retail can get listed tomorrow, you can actually go buy shares of Reliance Retail right now over there. Right, there's Barbecue Nation unlisted shares. There's so many unlisted shares that you can still go buy in the market right now. Cafe Coffee Day, there's a weird Cafe Coffee Day shares as well. There is CSK shares, Catholic Syrian CSB Bank, Catholic Syrian Bank ka shares is available in the market right now. I'll tell you what else. Some new ones I'll tell you. Some Flipkart shares you can go buy. Okay, if you really want to buy Flipkart shares, you can go buy Flipkart shares. HDFC Securities listed unlisted shares. HDFC Securities का shares भी आता है. You can buy that also. But the only problem is when you buy all these shares, you don't know when they'll go IPO tomorrow. So you'll have to keep waiting with your shares in your pocket. You have no guarantee that they'll go IPO tomorrow also. For all you care, for the next 30 years, you'll already be like, you know what, I don't have to go IPO at all. So that is you can buy Paytm shares also, right? So many different things. Paytm shares will be quite expensive, obviously. Quicker, Razorpay. So all who are these guys selling the shares, right? These are all those people on the company who have got ESOP, which is employee stock options, and they want to get rid of this ESOP so that they can make some money in their bank account. So if I'm an employee who's got some shares, I can't sell it so easily right now. Why I can't sell it so easily? Because it's not an IPO company that I can just go to the stock market and sell. But if there is someone who's saying, you know what, Shashank, I want some money. Can you take my Razorpay shares? I'll transfer it to you. I'll be like, yeah, cool. Give it to me and I will give it to you. Right? I'll give you money. You give me the Razorpay shares. No issues. I'll happily take it. So that is what unlisted shares usually works with. Got it? Awesome. Chalo. Now we will come to the last idea, which is, I think, the most unique idea, and I'll really like this idea. And that is with Abhijit. Okay? Abhijit, do you want to give a quick introduction of your idea? I know you've been waiting for a long time. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay. So my idea is all about. So imagine, like your favorite match is going on, and let's say for example take RCB, and there are many scenarios where ABD has won matches for us for
Okay.
RCB, and at that spur of moment you feel that love, you feel like gifting him something, but you can't do anything. So if you can create a platform so that if I want to gift ABD something, like I can't do it alone, and if you bring all the fans together, you can create a big platform so that people can just give tips or something like that, or give money, and then we'll you know we'll give things, we'll give gifts to our favorite player. I mean, we all have our own favorite players, but we can't communicate to them,
Yeah.
or we can't give to them.
Okay, got it. Got it. Go on
So
mute, Hema.
yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'll just sum up what he's basically said, which I feel is a very nice, inventive and innovative idea. Um, so if you look at what he's saying is basically अभी live match चल रहा है, okay? And if you look at the number of things that happen on a live cricket match, yeah, like Patreon for cricket. Yes, you're right. So I'm just telling people who don't know. Okay, so if there's a live cricket match going on, okay, say for example it is India versus Australia, and Dhoni comes out to bat in the end. Now Dhoni is obviously retired, but somebody like Jadeja comes out to bat in the end, and it is a nail gripping shot, and it is a nail gripping shot. Okay, just give me one sec. Something's wrong with my Wi-Fi today. Give me one sec. I think my Wi-Fi should be back. Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is it better now? Okay, awesome. So basically, what this says is, there's this last over where there is this crazy match going on, and obviously Jadeja comes, and you're all sitting at the edge of your seats, and you've always been in this thing where someone wins you the match and you're like, dude, this is mind blowing, this is so awesome, this is crazy, insane, right? And if there was a way to show this feeling back to these people, like give back to these people, I know they make a lot of money, right? But who doesn't like making more money? But imagine if there was a way to be like, dude, I want to tip Jadeja right now, and it does not have to be a big amount, right? It can actually be a very small amount as well. It can be maybe 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees. But imagine that on a large scale scenario. Now, to make it even better, to make it even awesome, what you can do is you can do this tipping system, and all the money that they collect for a particular cricketer might go to their charity of their choice. That will just kill it. And you get tax benefits. So you're gamifying, okay, you're gamifying tipping system for cricket, okay, and the money goes to some kind of a charitable organization, and you get ATG benefits as well. You do, but the only problem here is you don't make any money, right? But you can make money by charging a small percentage of commission from the who's that, from the NGO itself. And usually that's what all these companies do. If you look at Millap and you look at all these people, they take, I think, 4 or 5 or 6% commission from all these thing for the platform cost, right? It's like super chat during matches. Yes, it's exactly like super chat during matches. And in fact, I'll tell you another network effect that will play here is that if say for example there's a match between RCB and Chennai, right? And Virat Kohli's, say for example, his own NGO is also there on this platform, and obviously who doesn't want that? Virat Kohli's NGO is there on the platform. Virat Kohli, before going into the match, will even tell his audience that, hey guys, I'm gonna go on this. If you like my performance today, please tip me. And well, not tip me, but you can use a better word, you can please contribute. If you like my performance, please contribute to this, and all proceeds go to charity. It'll be crazy. It's like you're donating money for a cause, so that means humans are very happy about it, right? And we are like, oh awesome, we're so happy I donated something. But you're also gamifying it with the thrill of cricket, especially in India. Now, a lot of people in India don't have a lot of money. I agree, right? They won't have so much money. But India has something known as volume, and India loves cricket. Even if you collect 10 rupees from each person, right, over a period, over like 1 lakh or 10 lakh people, that is good enough than not having any money for that entire, what do you call that, NGO also, right? Hema, was that something that you were thinking? You were thinking of gifting, right? Like you want to give them a car or you want to give them some kind of a perfume,
Yeah, right. But what you're
correct?
saying is also
Yeah, you were
yeah,
thinking of gifting.
correct, correct.
Yeah, because
Also,
see, in
it
any,
can be
any
just for
business,
yeah.
sorry,
And it can be just for cricket. It can be for soccer or like any game, like where
anything.
there are fan fevers.
It can even be football, right? Now,
Yeah, right.
the only problem here is how do you do international payments? Like you'll have to keep it domestic for now. And in India, only cricket works a lot. Correct. Kabaddi now works a lot. So maybe for Kabaddi you can have Pro League Kabaddi, you can have that. Only for things that are trending in India. But imagine if it is, if a football match is going on, Manu versus Chelsea, and you want to tip someone in Manu, but you're sitting in India. How does that work? That means you need to have global. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible at all. Definitely possible. You tie up with Ronaldo and tell him, you know what, we'll give you money from charity, love from India.
I'm sorry. Can you please repeat the? Yes, yes.
Is wrong with my Wi-Fi today. Something's really off. It's weird because every Monday to Friday my Wi-Fi is completely fine. Usually on Saturday, Sunday it acts weird. Let me try reconnecting one sec. Yeah, it should be fine. My Wi-Fi doesn't disconnect only on Saturday, Sunday when I'm doing. And also another viral effect that you can do here is after every match you can see who's collected the most, which cricketer has collected the most, and they can also do another post saying thank you for your support. We collected so much, and everything's going to charity.
Yeah, right. And and also we can keep like we can give awards from our platform also, like man of the match. Let's say Dream11 is giving that, right? and
Yeah,
we can also have the player of the match. It cannot be the one who's, I mean, it totally depends upon the people who have voted or who has the more craze in that particular match.
understood, understood, understood.
And also we can, I mean, let's say there's a platform like Twitter is there, but there are like fans who wants to convey their strategies also, right?
Hmm.
So look, people can post their strategies, and whatever strategy gets the most, we will show it to the player actually. Let's say for Hyderabad it's Warner, like they want to tell something to him, but they can't tweet about it, or I mean they can tweet, but they're not sure if he'll look at it. So
Yeah.
if there's a most liked message, we'll make sure that we'll convey that message to the player.
Correct. And also another thing is that you can have videos made of a particular NGO, or they can arrange for a video that is made by each NGO, and you can put how the
Yeah,
funds are being used by that. That is also a big factor. Yeah, something like this could
correct.
work.
Yep.
No, that's why I said the idea is amazing. The idea is unique, very different. It's not about the gifting part, but definitely can be worked around and worked on through different ways. But the fact of super chat for IPL is a very good idea. Super chat for not IPL, let's call it super chat for any sports.
Okay.
Live tipping for any sports. And by the way, this happens with streamers, right? This happens with gaming streamers, by the way.
Yeah,
Already
YouTube
happens
streams.
today
Correct.
because it is on online, right? It is on YouTube. Just because on Twitch, if you look at Twitch, there are so many people subscribing to gamers, and they make most of their money through this only. Contributors get a chance. Whereas obviously in IPL or in football, you can't do that because it's on TV, right? And even if
Yeah.
it is not on TV, and if it is on say YouTube, it is not the individual's YouTube, it might be the team. Like it'll be RCB's YouTube channel, it won't be ABD's YouTube channel. That would be quite weird,
Yep.
right? So it's something like that. But it can be that's why I said it can be individual tipping for. And as soon as you open the app, you can see a star performer over there, like ABD is on fire because he's hit 50 or 100 runs, so you can just tip him 1 or 2 rupees or 3 rupees, something like that. Whatever, it does not have to be a big amount because everything goes to charity.
Yeah, correct.
So it's
And
basically
also,
like super chat. Yeah.
yeah, and also like there's one incident where like one of my friends, he was doing some online, he was betting on this bet 365 or some platform like that. Okay, so there was this one particular day where he put like 270 rupees, just 270 rupees, so on Bairstow, so that he would get out in a weird way. Okay, and
Hmm.
for that 270 rupees he got 65K, and that particular day he got out by hit wicket. So he was like, I'll put Bairstow's photo at my home and all.
Hmm.
So like
Nice.
so, so they can just like contribute and show their love through some platform, and it
No,
will
I
be for
get
a
the
good
idea.
cause also.
It's a brilliant idea. It is
Yeah,
nice. It is
yeah,
nice. If done right, it can definitely become a big idea.
yeah. Sure, I'll try to make it right, like with all your support.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, awesome, guys. So that was basically. So I think we had a good range of ideas today. If you think about it, we had a very good range of ideas today with respect to we looked at the first one, which was in the flower business, which was more about recycling, but we understood how the business model works. And I could see one good thing is that I could see a lot of people in the chat itself becoming analysts and telling what is what might happen, what is wrong, what is right. Literally, I saw a lot of people saying, no, this would be expensive because of distribution, this would be cheap because of this, you could maybe do this kind of business model, you can do that kind. It's very important to learn from other people's ideas, because you start thinking from a very different angle, you start thinking from a very different way. So that is why it is very important to learn all these different kind of business models. And tomorrow you'll always try to think next time, what, okay, yeah, this is something that is interesting, we can do something like this next time. So always, whenever there's a session like this, it is not to identify whether an idea is good or an idea is bad. Okay, it is not to identify whose idea is awesome and which is the next Zomato. It is basically for you to develop your analytical thinking. You know what analytical thinking is, right? Connecting the dots. Okay, this guy's idea was good. See how Abhijit came up with an idea for super chat for sports, and how we said, okay, you know what, can we do it in a way where we connect it to NGOs and where the customers also win and you also win, and then you gamify it. That's how you start connecting the dots, and then you figure out how everyone wins, and that is how a business wins. So the main idea of this, oh, Shivam just joined now. Shivam, your idea was selected, but I don't think you were there in the start. But maybe next time you can come, usually on time, and we can take you up as well, Shivam. So yeah, so the main idea of this Shank Tank, or this entire thing that I do every Sunday, is for you to get an analytical perspective of how things work in the world. And every time I'll keep trying to choose something that is unique and something that is different, right? Something that is slightly innovative and in different industries. Now I'll literally tell you the number of ideas that I have currently in front of me. The Excel sheet has 434 requests. 434 ideas that are there on this sheet. Now I go through them and I try to pick three, or actually I try to pick six, because I know sometimes people are not there. But I try to pick three or six ideas, but from different realm. So I won't pick everything in finance, right? One from, say, like food business, or maybe one completely different like the flower business, one from the stock market, and one from tipping. See how different each of the ideas are, right? So I'm trying to keep it slightly different and interesting, so that we don't only focus on one kind of idea, but we see how every different ideas work on different kind of things. Okay, so awesome. This was great. I love these sessions because, I can see so many new ideas coming up, so many unique ideas coming up, and most importantly, I can see how the chat is reacting to these ideas and coming up with their own logic of why it might work, why it not work. That is something that is the main goal of this. Okay. Got it. So now this is episode two. What we will do is we will see in episode three. The next episode is going to be again on Sunday at 6 p.m. I've already put out a link on my Instagram yesterday about with the Typeform link where you can come and fill your ideas. I'll put it up again so that you can start filling it up. But there are 434 ideas that I'm looking at. But again, I'll see you guys next Sunday for this Shank Tank. Again, only so that you guys can learn and understand how to think from a different angle. But apart from that, I think I'm going to meet you guys tomorrow at 4:30. So for all the guys who are new today, tomorrow at 4:30, I do a session every day every market day at 4:30 p.m. If there's any delay, I will inform that it is at 5 p.m. But usually it's at 4:30 to 5. So let me see you guys. Let me see you guys tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. And yeah, see you guys soon, and have fun and enjoy and cools. Okay, have a great weekend, guys. Bye.